Thanks for joining me today. So as you can see on my laptop, I have boot MTR is missing. Push Control Alt Delete to restart. So we've made our USB boot disk in that previous video. So I'm going to plug in our USB drive that we created, and then we will push the Control Alt Delete simultaneously on the keyboard. So now you'll see the laptop is booting up on the USB. In the previous video at the end we talked about the BIOS using the boot manager for the USB drive, so you'll want to pay close attention to that. And now while this is loading up off of that USB drive, you'll want to select the language that you're using, in my case English, and I'll go next. And here's the repair your computer prompt where you can do check disk and everything. I want to do a fresh install, so I'm going to click this install button. And here you'll want to accept the agreement, put a check mark box, and next. And our first option is upgrade, and the second option is custom, which is what we're going to choose to do our full install. And you'll want to use the largest partition that's set out for your operating system. So in my case this is 95 gigs, and we'll click next. And now it's warning that any other previous installations that are on here are going to be moved to a new folder called Windows.old. And you'll be able to get access to those files, but you won't be able to access that version of Windows anymore. So we'll click OK to accept that. And now you'll have to wait for these prompts to complete installing Windows. I sped up this video here after this point. This will take about 15 to 20 minutes depending on the speed of your computer. And you can unplug the USB drive at this point, just before it restarts. So now it's just going to finish up the installation process here. And you want to have your Windows product key code ready, because on our next screens, you'll want to be entering that in. This first prompt, it's asking for a username, so I'm just going to type my name, Lee, in there, and I'm going to give it a password that I'm going to use to keep my files secure. And the third line is going to ask for a password hint. That key code will come in handy now, so I'm just hiding the screen here to enter in my code. You don't want to give that out to too many people because Windows wants to authorize that for Windows updates. And choose the recommended settings for the Windows updates then, and your computer will want to restart. Remember, we have to install all the drivers for the wireless card to work, the video card driver, and all of that stuff. So check in on our next video where we're going to be downloading that from Acer, the manufacturer of this laptop's website, and we have to do a little bit of detective work to grab all the drivers. So the version of Windows that we're installing is Windows 7 64-bit, and you'll want to also just try restarting the laptop at this point to make sure everything starts up good. And so tune in on the next video. Thanks for watching.